Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Threads by Stamperia. This is an album and it's a design project for Scrap and Create. You can get all your supplies there. There is a link to the cutting guide down below and a link to Scrap and Create as well. So let's keep going. We have about finished. We need a mat here, but we do have the backs of 2 pages left. And I've been kind of dithering, to be honest, about what to do. But I did have one thing I wanted to do, have been thinking about doing. Let me show you. Hang on. Right. This is the paper I'm going to use. All right, so a couple of months ago, I think it was a couple of months ago. Anyway, I was watching Kerr. I think I mentioned before, I like to watch junk journalers. I think they have really good ideas. And she did this little pocket. And then this, I don't think we're going to make this, but this was in the pocket. And this was made by, not made by, but designed by Stamperia 18. And I think I saw both videos the same day, and I made them both. But I keep thinking that a bigger version of this, you know, even this size, would be cute on a page, maybe as a removable element. So that's what we're going to do, and I will have a link to her channel down below. So what you need, now everything has text and it's going to get pivoted around a little bit, so, you know, the text is going to be upside down, sideways, whatever, is what it is. So I'm going to start with this 8x8 sheet and cut it in half diagonally. So let me do that. Okay. And I have my I have a prototype off to the side here. Okay, so what you need to do is you have 2 different sides that you're going to be working with. And I think it doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to do it that way. All right, so you're going to stack them like this, and you want to cut. Sorry, I've only made this thing once in a different size, so other than my little prototype. Right. I'm checking my measurement. I think it's 3 1/8. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is on this one, the top one, we are going to measure over 3 1/8 from the left. And make a mark. And then I'm going to use my paper trimmer. So I'm not going to bother drawing a straight line. And actually what I'm going to do is turn it over, since I'm going to put it in my paper trimmer, and mark it on this side. And cut that point off, but save that point. You're going to need it. Okay, so let me trim that. Okay, save that. And then these, I'm going to go right about there, I think. Hang on, I'm measuring. Okay, might as well bring it over here where you can see it. Although this is my prototype, so that's 4 1/4. All right, so we're going to measure over 4 1/4. And I'm actually going to go ahead and score that because we're going to fold there. don't see my mark. Hang on. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this way and score at 4 1/4. And then we're going to take this piece and place it up against that score line, lining up the bottom. And hang on. Where am I going? Okay, let me think. Okay, and then this one we need to, sorry, you could speed through this when I figured out what I'm doing. All right, so this is 8 1/8. So I'm going to go over 4 1/16, give or take. And we are going to score there. I actually want it to be on this side. And so just place your mark in any of the gaps and score there. Okay. All right, there. So I'm going to fold this piece over, lining it up along the bottom. Okay. All right, so all right, so you've taken your 8-inch piece, cut it in half diagonally. You've measured over 3 1/8 on this piece and removed that. Okay. Then on the other end, you measure and score at 4 1/16. This piece, you've kept it whole, measured over 4 1/4, and scored this piece. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to line up the bottom like that. This piece is going to fold over like this. This piece is going to fold over like that. Okay, and I'm hanging over just a tiny bit there, but that's okay. I can trim that if I had my scissors. Okay, so just trim that little corner. And then this piece is going to fold over like that. Okay. And then the piece that we cut off is going to go like that. Clear? All right, probably not, given how confusing I probably made that. So let me unfold everything. All right, so you're going to cut your triangle. I'm going to go over all the steps again. Cut your triangle, your 8-inch square, in half diagonally. Okay, measure over 4 1/4 from the left, score, set that aside. Take your other piece here, measure over 3 1/8. Okay, 3 1/8 from the left and cut it off. Set that aside. From the right, measure over 4 1/16. I mean, if you just do 4, I'm sure it'd be perfectly fine. And score. Okay. Stack these with your cut off side against the score line. Put it on top against that score line. Then you want to take the one you scored on the right side here, fold it over. If it overlaps, trim a little bit. If it's under, it's fine. Okay. Then we are going to fold the left side over, then the right side over, and then we're going to take the cut off piece and put it here. Okay? Still with me? I hope you're still with me. So now we want to glue. Moment of truth. And pull all those off. And these are forming pockets, as you can tell. And I'm deciding, I don't feel like I really need to glue that. It's going to be held in place by the one that's on top of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is run a thin bead of glue here. Hopefully a thin bead of glue. Hang on, it doesn't want to melt. Okay, sorry, I had to get myself another baby wipe. Okay, so thin bead of glue along that fold line, where that came from, and across the bottom. Okay. Oh, we should have inked. Hang on, I'm just gonna real quick ink the bottom. I can do after. Okay, and we're gonna place this right against the score line and against the bottom and right there. Okay, and I don't really want to use that because it's wet. Okay, there, like that. Out of the way. Okay, then we're going to run a thin bead of glue here. And fold that over. That one's wet. I did not realize. Okay, now let me do a little inking here before I go any further. Well, I don't really have to ink the inside. And I am inking the back because I'm thinking this is going to go on the page probably with magnet, and therefore the back will be visible. I think I may cut those points off the top. I haven't decided yet. Okay. And let me see. Get my order back. All right, so this one goes next. To glue here. Okay, and then this one. That. Okay, and then this last one, and I want this paper up. Try to keep track of the paper. Both sides of this are a little bit similar, but let me show you the pink one. So you want to make sure you're alternating. Well, you don't have to, but I think it looks better if you do. Like that. So this one gets glue on both straight edges. Okay. think I made that look harder than it actually is. There we go. Now, we're going to put this on the page, and I had a sheet set aside. I think I'm going to use this as the background. And I'm trying to decide, it's going to go here. I definitely want to cut those off. You don't have to, but I'm going to. I just think it'll look nicer. On this little one where it's separate, it's fine, but on this one, I want that cut. So I'm just going to cut it straight across, even with that lower point there. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. There we go. So what we have, now that we've finished that, is a pocket back here, a pocket here, and here, and here. Okay, and if you wanted to glue this down, and we still might, we just glue these sides and you would have a pocket in the back as well. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and cut the background. I think I'm going to cut it from this area here. Alright, so that's going to go there. Let me get that inked. And then I'm going to just glue this in and make that a pocket and all the other pockets. I think that'll be fine. I don't think it needs to be removable. Maybe we'll do a removable element on that one. So I need to make sure this is right side up. So I don't need to put any magnets behind this mat, so we'll just go ahead and put it in. This we are going to put pretty close to the bottom because we want room to get things, or not things, but a thing in that back pocket. So I'm probably putting it about 1/4 inch up from the edge of the mat and centered. Now when you put this glue in, let me think, because I want to make sure we don't close off the pocket needlessly. Oh, hello. I think I'm just going to glue from the top of these points down. Let's see how that does. If I need more, I can add it. What? Oh my goodness, Jolly, what's the matter? Okay, so I'm just eyeballing the center. And so it's loose at the top. I think that's going to be fine. Okay, that looks really good. I like that a lot. Okay. Huge. Okay, so that leaves us one more page. And let's see what we've got. We have a belly band with a pocket. We have all these pockets. We have an envelope flap. That's also essentially a pocket. Here's a pocket. we have a couple of flaps with a pocket in there and a pocket there. I feel like we have a lot of pockets. I'm thinking maybe we should just do, instead of a detachable element, maybe another flap element. And if you remember, this one we hadn't used, maybe just put that at the top so that we have something like that. And this size, I had cut this size because I think it's the same size as one of the 12 by 12 cut aparts. I'm pretty sure it is. So if we do that, do I want to use that as a mat? It's pretty plain. Or do I want to pick out a different mat and save this for something else? Because it is so plain. The thing is, we've actually used most things. Let's see, I think. Hold on. We have this one all cut. I think I was going to use that elsewhere and then changed my mind. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, so we'll put that, and we'll have that. Yes, okay, that's what we're going to do. Handy, because we had this all ready. All right, so let me move this aside. We'll use it elsewhere. And let's tape this. Where is my tape tearing tool? There it is. And I'm just trimming corners. All right, and I need to make sure this is going on the top. This is the top. It is smaller than the page, so you want to center it. Well, you don't, I mean, you can put it wherever you want, but I want to center it, give or take. Maybe just a hair over. It's maybe a hair to the left. That looks pretty good. Except that it's high. Okay. That looks good. And then we have this one all cut, so we will thunder. Okay. Sure I've got that right side up. It has some text on it. Oh, I should have put a magnet behind that for this flap. Well, you know what? Once it's matted, it'll probably stay down. And if it doesn't, I'll put something mechanical there. Or I'll double mat and put something there. You know what? I'm going to take this one that I was originally going to use and cut it down to put it there. What do I do with my ruler? Here it is. You can tell I haven't planned this whole album out like I usually do. So that needs to be 5 3/8 square. Okay, let me cut that. And I'm wondering if I should put a magnet here, just in case I end up putting one here under another mat. And I think I will, just so I'm prepared. If I don't use it, I don't use it, and that's fine. But if I do, it'll be there. I don't know if I want it. Okay. Oops. There's that, and I may, like I said, put something on top of here with a magnet behind it to take care of that. And let me get my 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. Okay, so that's this sheet. It's not super defined cutouts, so you can kind of make them whatever size you want. And this is 5 1/2. So I need to cut. I'm going to use this one. 5 3/8. So let me take care of that. Okay. Put that there. That looks good. And honestly, the weight of this magnet is, I think, just holding it down. Even though it doesn't have a magnet under it, it doesn't seem to need one. Just that weight is keeping that page down. So that worked out well. Pretty. Okay, I'm happy with that. And we need a mat for here. I haven't actually decided on a page order, so I think I need to do that so I can get an idea. All along I was thinking this was going to be the front page, and I'm still okay with that. So if we do that and that, that like that. And then maybe that one, this one, and that one. So these are the two that are going to be facing, which is kind of neat. They kind of go well like that. All right, so I just need something for in there. Let's see what I've got in my 8x8s. You know what? I glued down the edge of that. And there. Did I do it up there? I didn't up there, but I did here. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that mat in there with that glue there. Hang. Fortunately, it's tape. My goodness. If you're new here, I'd like to tell you I don't always make this many mistakes, but sometimes I do. That's why I have undo at hand. Okay, just lifting that up. And then I'm just gonna tuck that in there so that it doesn't go back down and glue itself. Let's get this. And then once I get the mat in, it can be re-glued down. Or maybe I'll just take that tape off and leave it. I'll try and remember to warn you not to put tape there. The only thing is, if I leave it there, if I take it off, is it going to cause any problems? You know what, I think rather than take the tape off, I think I'm going to reach in and take that tab off. Wish me luck. Yeah, I didn't do a very straight job of that. Okay, that could have been worse. It's a little crooked, but not too bad. And I will try to remember to warn you not to do what I did when you make that. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I wasn't thinking. Okay, there. All right, so this is going to go here, like that. Perfect. And glue. Okay, and that is everything, I think. Let's double check. Alright, so let's see. What did I say I was going to do? This and this, right? So that and that. That, and that. All right. all of our pages are done despite my best efforts, and now we just need to put them in the cover. And I have no idea how long we've been at it, but I think I'm going to stop. I think this will be a fairly short video. I'm going to stop here, and then in the next video we will put everything in the cover. If you don't know how to make your cover, I will link here, and I have a playlist called Construction Basics that will show you how to make a cover. Use the measurements in the cutting guide to make your cover, and also use the measurements in the cutting guide to make your hinge. And in that same playlist is a video on how to make a hinge. So go ahead and get those things done, and when we next get together, we will put our pages in the covers, do whatever we're going to do on the inside, front, and back cover, and probably get that cover matted as well. And that'll probably be, I don't know, we'll see how far we get with that. So I guess that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to visit Scrap and Create. This is a design project for Scrap and Create. You can get your supplies there. There's a link down below to the cutting guide that I just referenced. And that's it. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.